Hello guys, welcome to our channel again. Today we will continue to introduce our articles to you, and today's article will be about cryptocurrency arbitrage. And if you are ready, we can start right now.
Basic terms: arbitrage is a strategy on the stock exchange when two or more transactions of different directions are made simultaneously or almost instantly. The meaning of such an operation is to gain benefits through the difference in asset prices on different platforms, exchanges, and markets. The main advantage of arbitrage is a strategy with minimal risk. To apply such a strategy, there is no need to calculate the market situation and use price movements. And the main disadvantage is that due to the minimal risk, arbitration brings low profit from transactions. When choosing this strategy, you will need to invest a lot of money to create working capital. Options for arbitration operations: as in other strategies, arbitration has its own types and variations of implementation. Let's get acquainted in detail with the main ones. Exchange arbitrage: the simplest and fastest type of arbitration operation. The bottom line is that a trader buys an asset on one exchange and immediately sells it on another for a higher price. Prices on exchanges do not differ so much, so the income when using this type will be minimal, which shows the inefficiency and availability of arbitrage operations for traders. Triangular arbitration: this arbitration option involves the use of trading pairs, when you can exchange one cryptocurrency for another. The idea of the strategy is that the trader has noticed a discrepancy in the pricing of cryptocurrencies, and exchanges them in such a way as to generate income. To use this method, a more detailed study of the cryptocurrency market will be required. Arbitrage using derivatives: when using this type of arbitration operation, the risk and complexity increases. It is assumed that you buy an asset on the spot market and simultaneously open a short position on the perpetual futures market. To make such a monetary transaction, it is necessary that the futures contract has a positive risk premium. Traders receive profit by accruing interest at the financing rate, which means payment for open long positions to traders who have short positions and vice versa. Depending on the volatility of the underlying asset prices, the financing rate is a special exchange mechanism in the perpetual futures market that will ensure the relationship between the prices of the underlying asset and the futures contract. The financing rate may change several times a day. As an example, consider the financing rate for a short position on a cryptocurrency futures contract is a certain percentage. Then the investor buys the cryptocurrency on the spot market and opens a short position on the futures market for the same price. Such an operation is neutral, and the trader's income will be equal to the same percentage of the financing rate that will come to him at the end of the futures contract, short position. Advantages of arbitrage operations over cryptocurrencies: arbitrage operations are a strategy with minimal risks and virtually guaranteed income. Despite the complexity of their execution and high requirements for working capital, all risks and monetary investments are calculated before the start of arbitration operations. An exchange player does not calculate possible price changes for an asset, but acts here and now, earning income due to price differences on different exchange platforms. A trader using arbitrage operations is also an integral part of fair market pricing on exchange platforms. In addition to obtaining their own benefits, such traders, through the use of their strategy, equalize asset prices on platforms independent of each other, balancing stock prices. Disadvantages of using an arbitrage strategy in the cryptocurrency market: any strategy in the financial market, no matter how win-win it may seem, has its own obvious and hidden risks. Let's take a closer look at the risks of arbitration. Difficulty of calculations. When using this strategy of arbitrage operations, you will need to make the most accurate mathematical calculations, because one small mistake can lead to a lack of profit or even losses. Commissions on exchanges. Since arbitrage operations carry a small profit, even small transaction fees can take all the income from the transaction. Slow speed of execution of transactions. The trader will need to act as quickly as possible, because the financial market is constantly changing, and even a small delay can change the situation on the stock exchange, which can break the chain of speculative operations, and leave the trader without income, or even bring a loss. Risks associated with the reaction of people and the mechanisms of execution of transactions. It is impossible to predict how other market participants will react at a particular time, as well as how quickly the equipment will process a request for monetary transactions, which can lead to non-execution of orders, trading stops, hanging trading terminals, and other failures. As we remember from other points, every second counts. Low opportunity to sell assets quickly at close to the market price. This is due to the high working capital required to perform arbitrage operations to generate income. The order book may not have enough of the required amount at a certain monetary level, and this may lead to a failure in calculations, which will lead to additional costs. P2P cryptocurrency arbitrage. What is it and how to use it? Development is inherent in all areas of our life, including trading markets. The commission of an arbitration operation is nothing more than finding errors on trading platforms, with the development of such errors are increasingly excluded, which leads to minimal or no benefit from such operations. Fortunately for the development of arbitration, there are P2P services where users set prices based on subjective needs.